Hello Sandeep, are you there?
Yeah, yes, Suresh.
Yeah, do you have any doubts? You know,
No, so far I'm good. Actually, Suresh, you know what? I've already done with the basics. So now I'm doing one of the thread project just now I did. So
okay,
so
good,
I
good.
was there actually. I'm doing thread, so you can understand from when I'm getting learn the Java.
Yes, 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 yes,
So
yes.
actually,
Yes.
I have no issues with the way of your teaching, but the only thing is I'm already done with this. So
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. For earlier days, it will be some basics, very basics I'm explaining. That
yeah, yeah,
type.
sure. And
Now,
you know what? I'm just keeping a notes on the topics which I did not understand. Also, later I'll ask you those topics.
sure, 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 sure. You can
Yeah.
ask anything. You only done you only done your masters, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm done with my masters. I'm in GPT now.
And another guy is from EC.
Yeah, he's from AC. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why we need to take care more. We have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry. I will explain.
Yeah, sure. Suresh, you there?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, Suresh, just tell me, how many days it takes time to complete it, at least to get the knowledge on the standard edition on Java.
It will take 15 to 20 days. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
I
yeah.
got a little late.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, no issues about it. Fight it on my only. No,
Yeah.
no issues, no issues. Yes, yes. No worry about that. The duration for the course, if we take 1.5 hour like this, means within 20 days, we will complete it.
Mhm.
Then within 10 to 15 days, so we'll complete the advanced job.
Oh, okay.
Okay, okay.
Just what I'm saying is you just try to cover as many topics as you can. Once we get the knowledge on the topic, we can practice in the daytime.
Yes, 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 yes. You can do
Yeah,
it.
we are requesting you to
And
the just cover the topics and just let us know the main theme of the topic so that we can prepare.
yes, of course, I listed some more syllabus also, right?
Yeah,
I didn't send the syllabus also, right?
yeah, you didn't tell me the syllabus actually. And one more thing is, I just want to know the complete and total topics what are in the Java Standard Edition, so that I'll prepare one by one. I'll put a what we call target, so that these topics will cover in these many days, like that.
This, this what I have listed topics are
Yeah.
entire. Without having these topics, and we cannot expect at least one topic without having this.
Oh, nice.
All topics I have listed here.
Okay.
Why means more students are asking about the rare topics only.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
about all the common topics. That's why
Oh,
here I have every which the topic are there in the core Java. Everything I
okay.
have listed.
Yeah,
And everything
if you don't mind, sorry, if you don't mind, can you please send a mail that copy of
sure,
topics?
sure, yes. Of course, I need to send it by tomorrow, yesterday itself, but I didn't
Yeah.
send it. Today we will
Okay.
send it.
Yeah,
Okay?
sure.
Just
Thank
at the starting of the session, we will send it. I
you.
will
Yeah.
send
Okay.
J2SC syllabus, J2E syllabus, and we have spent yesterday. We have taken one rough sheet and we have taken one word for all the some tutorials, right?
Yeah.
All the things I will send it to you
Yeah, sure.
for reference. Okay? I hope you got the things right, how to run and how to execute the program.
Yeah.
Hari, do you have any doubts?
Yeah.
No.
Suresh, yeah, one more thing is, why don't you start the programming in Eclipse?
Yes, I will give you that, but before that, we have to learn how to work with the programs in this command prompt also.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
little
okay.
bit after coming to the next 3 to 4 classes, I will start directly any IDE, Eclipse or
Yeah,
NetBeans.
yeah, sure.
Through that only I will explain. Okay.
Okay.
After 3 to 4 days, so you have to learn about how to run this program. So at least this is
Yeah,
also right. Yes, that's the basic. Suppose. Yes, this is the basic steps, and we have to keep the standards also, like capital letters as the first letter in the class name, and all the method names as a small case. These are the keywords: public, static, void. We have taken single significance. Public, from anyone can access this program. Static, without object itself, I am accessing this main method in first class. Void, it doesn't return any value. String, it's a concept of collection of characters. It's already, in the basic architectures, it is a array symbol, right? This is a normal statement, and in the Java, if you want to print any means, default printing statement is print. Let us execute this program one more time. The command is javac filename.java. The file name is first. And to run the program, Java class name, it's not the file name. Hello world, I got the output. And for finding this difference between let us drive the case between what happen if you have, and let us check it out. If you are running the program, means directly you done the changes in the source code, and without compiling you are directly running, means the output will doesn't change. Whenever we are doing the changes in the program, in the source code, compulsorily you have to compile once, then you have to run it. Okay, what's the output I am getting? Hello, without space I am getting the world, means both outputs I am getting in the same line itself. If I keep ln, again I am compiling, check out the difference. Whenever I am using the println method for to printing the statements, I am getting after printing these statements, I am getting the new line. Next, again we are getting the world after we are also using ln, that's why we are getting the space. Here I am not getting the one blank space, but here I am getting the things.
Suresh, I think my screen sharing is not working properly. Sign out and I'll again join the meeting.
Sorry. This screen sharing is I keep as a pause. Now you are able to.
Yeah.
Now you got it right.
Yeah.
Yes. I forget to keep the started. Check out here. Yesterday's program we have without ln we have it, but now we added the ln. Let's drive the case without having the ln cases. This is directly we are having the hello without space. I am getting the word. Both the outputs I am getting within the same line itself. But whenever I am keeping the next line, print ln, we are getting in the next line, and we are getting one blank space also. Why? Because we are keeping ln here. If you delete ln here, I am saving the file. Check out. After world, you cannot get this blank space. Check out. I am not getting blank space here. I am getting just hello world only. Why? Because after world we are not giving the ln here. We have two major printing statements: system.out.print, system.out.println. Based on the significance, you can use it. Okay, that is what the basic things I need to discuss now. And one more thing what we have to discuss is, this is the basic program, first program, and whenever we have to go for the something like little bit variables and data types, let us drive the case. Before going to the session, something like data types, primitive data types. Primitive or default or whatever it may be, predefined data types, whatever it may be, we have to keep it something means we have to say we have 8 primitive data types are there: boolean, char, byte, short, int, long, float, double. Remember guys, these all 8 data types must and should we have to learn it, and these are the default sizes. Okay, check out once. You should remember all these things. What are the data types? Sizes. You can say that primitive data types. And here the default values of the data types. For boolean, the default value is false and the default size is 1 bit, not byte. Here the default size of the data type boolean is 1 bit. Character. For character, we have to say that 2 bytes it will be allocated. In C++ it is taking only 1 byte, but in Java we have taken it as 2 bytes. And one more thing, it is the default character. You have to remember this: \u 4 zeros. What it notates means, it is the default least character in Unicode conversion. U means Unicode. Suppose what's the case we have? /u. What it notates means Unicode. I hope you in C++ we are using some ASCII code, right? Have you remember American Standard Code for Information Interchange, ASCII? If you want to transfer one language to another language, we are taking the reference of ASCII code. But in Java, we are not using the ASCII code. We are always using the Unicode conversions. In this Unicode conversion, the default and least character for the character is /u 0000, 4 zeros. And byte, short, integer, these are the normal integer things. That's why we have the least value is, the default value is zeros. And if you use byte means, in the byte name itself we have the byte data size is 1 byte, and short means 2 bytes, integer means 4 bytes. These data type sizes are fixed among all the platforms. We already discussed about the significance, platform, independence, and architecture neutral. Java is architecture neutral because of its primitive data type sizes are fixed. Integer 4 bytes, long 8 bytes, float 4 bytes, double 8 bytes. The majorly we are using data types are integer, float, long, character, boolean, double. In rare case we are using short, byte. I hope if you know the progress of little bit programming means, you may have an idea about this. You have to learn it here. You have to learn it. Check out. We have 8 primitive data types: boolean, char, byte, short, integer, long, float, double. If you want to write something, boolean means the example for the boolean is like true or false. If you want to say my statement is true, if you want to say my statement is false, in that case we have to use the data type is boolean, and the default value is false. And characters means any single character, like G, something like A, like this, any character you can consider. Byte, short, int, it all takes as a integers. Byte normal least values up to 128. Short, it has a limited range, and integer up to 132,000 we already know, like normal integers 54, 546 and 10,000. If you want to keep like these values means you have to use integer. Longer values we have a some 10 power 10 we have like this. Ten power 10 value is there, or 10 power 20 value is there, or e power 10 is there. Some long values are there. For those values we have to keep the long. Float values means, I hope you already know, like 4.5, 99.586. If we want to keep these decimal values, point rational values, we have to use the float value. And double also you can use it for as used as a float, but if we have some lengthy values in the float means we have to use as a double. Like however you are using the lengthy values for long means here also lengthy float values we have to use the double values. Highest size of the highest occupancy of the data type is double. It occupies 8 bytes. Okay, check out these data types. You should remember all these things. We don't have a choice. And after learning these things, why we have to learn this data type is, the major significance of the data type is to define the variables. That is what my case. I want to define my variables. In this type of variables, the definition for the data type is, something variable is data type space variable name. This is what the syntax for defining a variable, the syntax. Okay, for this purpose we may create 8 types of variables, 8 data types of variables, like boolean variables, character variables, byte variable, short variable, int variable, long variable, float variable, double variables. And these are the 8 categories. I am categorizing through the type of the data, right? And one more way we have to define these variables, that is, we have some of the types of variables are there. Let us take note: class or instance variables and local variables. Majorly we have 2 types of databases. What are the methods and keyword data values, data types we have defined in the area of, in the scope of class. Suppose I am defining int a. Okay, this is class variable. Or instance variable. We have one more name for class variable is instance variable. If I keep a variable inside a method, any method, of course here I am using main as also a method, right? Within the method we have a method, one variable means we have to say as local variable. Don't get confused for new people. we have to say that what are the, suppose A has the scope for entire class, that's why I am saying as class variable or instance variable. Okay, we have one more name, instance variable. And here first for writing the, I am writing some variables inside the method. Here the main is also a method. Inside main method I am keeping one variable, that is B. If you want to say this as, means this as a local variable. The scope of the B is limited to this method only. If I write one more method here, like method 2, you cannot access the B. We cannot have the access. But A means we have the access. Why? A has the class scope, entire class, in any method I can access it. But B has only have the local scope. Within the main node I can use it. Out of the main in method 2 I cannot use it. I hope you got it. Class variables and local variables. These are the main two types of variables. Let us dive, don't waste the time, let us dive the examples. And before going to things, I want to say one more thing. Do you know comments? For documentation purpose or something like, if you the statements, if you don't want to print on the screen, suppose here I don't want to print on, suppose this is my complete program. Okay, in this program I don't want to print this class variable and local variable. Okay, I want, without having these two words itself, I want to print the entire program. But here, if you are writing the things, means it will, the compiler should execute the source code. If you avoid the execution of this source code and don't want to print the display the code, means you have to use commenting, comment statements. We have two types of comments. Inline. For inline is nothing but single lines. If we have to comment single line, means we have to use double slash, front slash, double front slash. We have to use it. For multi-line comment, we have to use slash, star, and something we have to keep one more 2 to 3 lines, right? After that we have to end it star slash. Check out, guys. If you don't know, means remember this also. Commenting the statements also you have to learn it. Inline, multi-line. Suppose class variable is have only in single line, that's why I am keeping commenting. If you want to keep entire this block as a commenting statement, I don't want to print all these statements, then I have to use slash star, and after completing this I can put star slash. Okay, like this we have to do it. Commenting. Here I am using these comment statements, that's why I am specifying. If you don't know, means you can get it. And let's go with the basic program, like addition of two numbers, like that we will do it as the basic one. I am defining as the basic step. I am not defining the things. I am not declaring any class variables. I am just using local variables itself. Int a comma b. Okay. By using these things, we can say that this is the declaration. Take the terms like declaration. Declaration is nothing but defining the variables. Then, at the time of declaration itself, you are assigning the values. At the time of declaration itself, we are going to assign the values. This concept is nothing but initialization. Remember these things for non-IT background. Initialization. Initialization means something like we have to keep the values we have to keep the values after going to the values itself. Check out, and if you want to print the statements, suppose the first statement I want to wish is hello, and I want to do the sum, right? For taking the sum, I am keeping one more variable c equal to a plus b, and you want to print c. That's all. Have you got the program? Guys, check out.
Yeah.
Yes. Check out the execution. These things I am compiling and execution. Hello 30 I am getting. Okay, and in the same time, if you want the output is like this, the output I want is sum equal to 30, like this I want. I don't want simply 30. What I can do it, we have to add the C will hold the 30. If you want to print sum 30 also, we have to add this string to these things. How we can do it?
Sum equal plus.
Yes, exactly. Sum equal to quotations end. We have to use the concatenation symbol. Plus is the concatenation operator in Java. Okay, we can add the two strings. Like I am saying the program. Sum is 30. I hope you got it. Okay. Suppose let us try with the case. What happened with the, suppose if you want to do the addition, multiplication, both the operations I want to perform, then what are the things? And guys, remember, in Java we should keep the return type for the methods. Okay, you cannot skip, you cannot write like this. Yeah, you have to keep void. If you don't want to return also, you have to keep void. Okay. I am defining three variables and I am doing the a plus b, printing the sum. Yes. And can I execute? If you want to execute the program, what are the modifications still I need to do? Guys, check out the program. Can I execute the program or something I need to do the modifications? I have separated my
actually the sum value doesn't print because that should be in a main method, right?
If I keep this addition logic in addition method, we have to keep the separated. Then how to make a call of these things? This is the method, right? We have to make a call.
We just print the system.out.println C.
Yes, the system.out.println we have to keep in addition method only, add method only.
Yeah.
That's why we have to call this method, then only we can get the output. If you want to call this addition means we cannot call directly add like this. We have to create an object for this class. Okay. Object creation or declaration. The syntax is class name,
object,
obj, object name. Next,
new keyword,
new
keyword and a constructor.
class name. Exactly. This class name we are saying as a constructor. Don't worry, if you don't know about this constructor, I will tell you. Here we have to the class name is first and the object is obj equal to new first. We have to make it called
obj or add.
That's all.
Now we have to print it.
Check out the program. Why we need to print it? We are already printing. Printing will be happening.
Yeah. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine.
We got it right.
Yeah.
Hello, sum 30. Okay. If you want to keep one more method as multiplication or subtraction. This is the program, right? Why am I not getting sub? Guys, check out here. Here I wrote the sub logic, sub method here with the same keywords, with the same values a as 10, b as 20, okay, and c equal to a minus b. Directly I'm printing system out of printer system only. And I'm driving the case. I'm calling obj dot sub. Both the outputs I'm getting. Hello, sum equal to 30. Subtraction is minus 10. You can clearly check it out. Sum is 30. Subtraction is minus 10. Okay, 10 minus 20, we have minus 10. Okay. See, we are already defined these variables, right? Why I need to define here itself again?
Yeah, we don't need to. But that was a local variable, right?
Local variables. We don't have the scope.
Yeah, if you declare in the class.
If I use like this, and if I make this modification as if I declare these three variables
in the class
as the class variable, single time itself and it is enough, right? If you have 100 methods, no need to install, no need to write 100 declarations in each method. Yes or no? We have to keep the variables in class scope. Let us drive the output will come or not. We are getting fine.
Suresh, could you please explain creating objects once more?
Sure. See, in Java we have a very interlinking concept like class and object. Okay, I will give you what is the class and what is the object in the next class itself. We have to discuss about more thing about what is the class and what is object exactly. Particularly the class, what we are saying here itself. The class is a collection of statements like which is the collection of data variables and data member methods like main, add, sub. By combining all these things, we can make a class. Okay, and when we can say that as a object, the exact definition for the object is object is a real world entity which has state and behavior. Without having these things, we cannot say as a object. Let us think the case. Real world entity means which is existed in the world. Okay. Suppose whatever it may be, we are dealing all these things through my laptop or PC, whatever it may be. The PC and my phone, whatever it may be, everything is a object. Yes or no? Real world entities. And if you want to say those objects as those real world entities as objects means we have to consider two things, states and behavior. This definition is little bit tricky than the you have taken in the academics. Like in academics, what you have taken the definition for the object? Instance of a class, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we have taken very short definition, instance of a class, and we have taken a lot more definitions also. But this is the exact definition which is given by the James Gosling, the main developer of Java. The object is a real world entity which has states and behavior. Here, let us take the example of, suppose if I taken as a object as pen. Okay, I am taking as object as pen. If you want to make this entity, pen as an entity, if you want to make it as object means we have to consider two things, states and behavior. Okay, the states of pen is nothing but we have to consider color, size, vendor name, something like brand name. Okay, and type, whether it may be ballpoint or something like that. All these things as a etc. All these things as a states, and the behavior of pen, and the it says that the purpose or behavior of the pen is use it to write. Okay, by defining these two things, we are getting the things as a object, and this is the theoretical things. What is the object definition? The examples. Why? How you can say the one entity as a object? These are the theoretical examples. And in the programmatically, if you want to create an object, means we should create an object in the type with the help of class name. Every class has a, if you want to create object means we have to define for which class you are creating an object. Okay, the class name, object is my object, obj is my object name, my reference name. You can take any name, A, B, C, obj1, obj2, OBO, like this, whatever the names you want, you can take the reference name, and new the class name. Okay, again the class name, what is the class name we have used? Same class name we have used. Earlierly the class name is first, so I am creating first. You can also create the object as F equal to New keyword is used to create the new instance of a class. That's why I'm using new. Again, class name first. Okay, up to now you can keep like this itself. When we have it, when the topic comes up to comes for constructors is also one concept is there in Java. Up to now you can remember like it is also one method and with the name of class name, like that you can remember. Okay, then only after constructors I will give you what is this exactly, what it will do exactly. Okay, this is the object syntax. Class name, reference, new class name. I hope you got it. And guys, you have to remember this definition also. This is very important, especially as a professional. You have to give this much, this answer only. Don't give the instance of a class, short answers. Have you got the example? Pen. Guys, are they?
Suresh.
Yes. Good. And one more thing we have to define is, yes, let us go with the program. Here I declare the object, my object is obj, and here I want to call the add method and subtraction method. For to call these two methods, we need their object reference obj.add, obj.sub, and all these things we have to keep it in main method. Got it? In the main only we have to keep the object declaration and method calling, all the things. Of course we can also keep in other methods. Normally we are keeping in main method only. The execution starts from main only. That's why directly it prints hello and creates an object. Call these two methods. Okay, without having these two also we are getting the cases. Some subtraction, like that you can do the multiplication, division also. Same thing, we are writing the another two methods and we have to keep the obj dot multiplication, obj dot division. Okay, check out the program. Here in this program we have used data types, variables, two types of variables, local variables, normal variables, and object. We created an object, we used the methods, all these things we have done. The return type of the default return type for all the methods is void. We have to keep it. Okay, I can also keep, instead of void I can also keep int, char, float, like this I can do it. I will tell you later, we will learn later, don't worry. Still we are in the beginning. When we have some moving when the 3 to 4 classes, then I will explain how to keep the manual integer return type, float return type, like this. And this is what the normal basic architecture of a program. You got it right? This entire program, and what is class, what is object.
Yes, Suresh.
Yes. Check out the cases till now. What are the things we have defined? Object creation and all the things. Just check out. Now we are familiar with objects and classes, right? This is also one way we have to keep it. I am saying this as another synonym, third.java. Okay, I am deleting these things. Are you able to see my screen, right? Yes. What happened? Suppose here how many classes you have used? Only one class. For that the class name is first, right? In the first class itself you are keeping main method and the logic for add and sub. Now I want to separate this add and sub and main. Check out like this. This is the one class. In this class we have only first class name, declaration of three variables and add and multiplication. If you want to separate this logic as a one more time, suppose I am declaring one more class, that is the class name is third. Check out this program, what I have done now. Here I separated the logic like addition and main. We are separating the logics in two classes. I am defining things. In this example, I am taking as a two classes for my addition and subtraction program. One class is for keeping my addition and subtraction logic. Here, one class is for keeping addition and subtraction logics. Another class is to execute these classes. To execute these classes means we have to keep main method. Yes or no? For writing these things, we have to keep one more class. Class third. And we have two classes, right? Now, suppose in a file we have multiple classes. Then how to name the file?
There is a main method class name.
Main method class name, very good. Suppose we have 100 classes, class A, class B, class A, class D, like that we have a number of classes. And if you want to name the file means obviously with the syntax, the rule is for take the class name. But we have 100 classes are there in file. Then we have to take the class which has a main method, okay, or which is public. I can keep public for class also. In later we will learn it. Okay, access specifiers, whenever I am specifying access specifiers, I can keep public for class also. Here also I can keep public. Okay, at that time you can learn that at that time what are the class I am defining as a public means that class name itself we have to keep it as a class name. Or what are the classes, which class we have the main method means same method, same class name we have to keep as a class file name. Suppose here the class name, here main contains, the third contains main method. That's why I am keeping my file name as third.java. Okay, third.java. Let us compile and execute. Can I do still Java C first.java or something Java C third.java?
Third.java.
Exactly. And Java THIRD. Hello, sum 30 subtraction minus 10. We got all the output. Okay, and I hope you got it right. I am separating this logic in two classes. How to execute, how to deal with the multiple classes also we have learned now itself. Okay. Then these are the normal variations in the classes and variables and objects, methods. These are the enough. Okay. Suppose drive the case one more thing. I am taking this as a class A. I am taking one more class B. Check out class A. We have declaration addition method. Class B. Can I use these class variables in this class?
No.
No, exactly. We cannot use this. Again, we have to declare in this class. Okay, I declare the variables. I wrote the sub logic and I close the class B. Now we are in the third class. If you want to call addition subtraction, what I have to do?
You have to create
Create an
objects for those two classes.
We have to create objects for those two classes. By creating single class, can I get the thing?
No.
No. The syntax, can you tell me the syntax for A class? A obj
Object name,
equal to new
No.
constructor.
Yeah.
and obj dot add. Add is the A class property only, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And sub is for B class. We have to create object for B also. You have to say obj1 dot sub. See how many variations are there. Same output, but we are getting different ways. Using single class, multiple classes, okay, and by defining variables as normal variables and global variables like this, like class variables, instance variables. Okay. And that is what the something like basics of class and object, that is enough. Then we will go to the something like one by one of OOPS concepts. Okay, we already done with OOPS concepts as the class and object. We are done, right? Class and object. This is enough, and we have remaining OOPS concepts. Inheritance. Can you tell me what are the OOPS concepts are there? Inheritance.
Polymorphism,
Very good. Next,
abstract method overloading,
in polymorphism only we are having the overloading
Yeah,
and
yeah.
overriding.
abstraction,
Overloading and overriding.
overriding.
Okay. And inheritance, we have some types are there. Types of inheritance we have to discuss. Okay. And next,
Abstraction,
abstraction. Very good. In abstraction, we have to learn about abstract classes and interfaces. To maintaining the abstraction, we have a concepts like abstract classes and interfaces. Next,
That's all.
encapsulation.
Encapsulation.
Okay, this encapsulation is a term which is related to the wrapping of data.
Yeah.
Okay, I will give you the later, but the example, the best example for encapsulation is the normal class architecture only. Here we are also wrapping of variables and methods in a single class. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Guys, here the best example in the system, in whatever the reference book you have considered, the example for encapsulation they have given is the normal class architecture only. The normal class architecture we are calling as the best example of encapsulation means encapsulation itself we are calling as wrapping of data. Wrapping of data or binding of data we are saying as encapsulation. Okay, here also we are wrapping the data. This is enough for our encapsulation, don't worry, we have learned a little bit later, we have to learn it. We will start the inheritance, then we will go with polymorphism abstraction, we will go in the sequence we will go it. Okay, shall I start the inheritance? Consider this is one class and this is one class. This is A class, this is B class. Okay, whenever we are having the relationship between these two things, these two classes, we are saying as inheritance. The relation between the two different classes we are saying as inheritance. Let us think. Simple inheritance. What is meant by inheritance? First of all, inheritance is a term which refers to the classes or any two resources. One resource is inheriting another resources. One resource is depending on another resources. We are saying as inheritance. Here we are defining about we are learning, up to now we are learning inheritance with the example of classes, right? That's why here let us consider we have two classes are there, class A and class B. In this type, class B is depending on class A or class A is depending on class B. In any case, one class is depending on another class. That's why we are saying as inheritance. Dependency. One resource is depending on other resource. One property is depending on another property. Okay, all these things we are referred as a inheritance. And inheritance, especially in Java, we have to refer with the keyword called
Extend.
Extends. Very good. Through extends keyword itself, we are achieving the inheritance in Java. Let us drive the case. Suppose this is the example. We are getting the properties of A to B. Let us drive the simple inheritance example. Then I will give you the types of inheritances. Okay. Create a new file. And I am writing class A and I am keeping add method. Okay, and I don't want to use the B class. I'm directly using, suppose here also you can use as something like inherit ex is my class name. Okay, in this class only I am keeping main method, that's why I am keeping as my file name also inherit x. Okay, this is the file name and class name of the main method. And here let us think about a class has the add method and we have to access it, that is the requirement. To access like this, the simple mechanism, what is the simple mechanism? Just creating an object for a class, yes or no, and through the object reference we can also call it. But without having the object or something, we can making a relation between A and B. We can achieve one more way like this. Just check out things. What happens? Extends
Yeah.
A. Now inherit X is the child class. A is the parent class. We have one more definition, child and parent. Child is always depending on parent. Child is always getting the properties of parent. That's why we are saying as parent and child relationship. Inheritance, we have a parent and child relationship. Extends A. Now let us try the case. I am not creating object for A. If I create a inherit X, also I can get that. Suppose remove this case. See, if I want to add means which holds add method, which class holds the add method?
A class.
A class. Okay, if I create an object for the inherit X class and I am creating object for inherit X class and I am making call of add method, whether it will work?
No.
No, why? Inherit X doesn't hold the add method.
Properties of class A.
Yes, right. If I keep extends, check it out. Directly I am going for the execution. The class name is inherit X.
Inherit spelling is wrong there. While creating the object in the first. Hello?
Yeah. Okay. Inherit. No, it is saying that the file is not there.
Yeah, no, it can.
Yeah. First, we have to save it in.
I already saved it. Saved INHERIT. Let us try with one more way. I am saving something like here is see what's the error is. Have you got it? I keep my file as a text file.
Text file, yeah. You should
We cannot use it. Okay. You have to keep Java. Now you can try it. I am getting the sum. Actually, inherit doesn't hold the add method, but still I am getting the things. Means while whenever the extends you are using the extends keyword, okay, what are the parent class properties are there? All the parent class properties are also copied into the child class. Here, add method is also copied automatically by the compiler JVM in inherit example class. That is what the advantage. If you want to add the properties, if you want to access the properties from the parent class, you have to do it like this. Suppose you want to perform add in inherit example also in the real time where I can use it. Suppose class A holds the add example like this, right? Suppose in the inherit example also we have to write the add logic. What we have to do it? Again we have to write void add like this, all these things we have to perform it. Yes or no? Without writing another time, one more time, to reduce the redundancy, copying of data, redundancy, to reduce the redundancy, we have to maintain the relationship between those two resources. Here the resources are classes. We have to reduce the redundancy in between these classes, we have to maintain relationship. The relationship is parent and child. Okay, to maintain this kind of parent and child relationship, we have to use the concept inheritance. In Java, we have to achieve this inheritance through the keyword called extends. Okay, and you can do class A has these things, right? And you can keep one more method subtraction. Let us try one more case, or keep one more class B and keep the subtraction Q extends A comma B. Like this you can try it. Okay, as the assignment. As the assignment, you can try one more types of more thing about this. At least execute at least this program. Okay, and I will continue the remaining session, the types of inheritances, remaining all the concepts by tomorrow's session. Okay. Today I am in very rush. That's why I am closing my session today. And this is the simple inheritance. Till now, what are the topics we have discussed? Do you have any queries?
No.
And every day we are deriving the classes. You have to type and execute in your own PCs also. Have you installed Java in your PCs?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, very good. Have you tried the normal basic program Hello World?
Yeah.
Yes, try it. Up to inheritance, simple inheritance, you have to done by tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. You will see.
Manoj, can you please forward the topics which are in standard JSC?
Yes, and right now itself I can forward it.
Yeah.
And have you given your email IDs to your something like your organizer?
Yeah, organizer, they have my
Email IDs, right?
yeah.
Yes. No, I can forward to organizer forward to you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That's all for today. And we will shortly describe about by tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.